Hello and welcome back to Swirlydoos chipboard technique videos. This is in conjunction with our April 2011 technique kit, Chipboard Palooza, where we're showcasing some of the different ways that we can alter chipboard and make them unique to us on our scrapbook pages rather than looking like every other store-bought embellishment out there. Of course, we all want our artwork to be beautiful and we want it to be our own. Yeah. Okay, so here's your supply list for this next tutorial. In your kit, you received a fan brush. I'm going to show you how invaluable this can be to you. You're going to need your little bottle of Ranger Crackle Accents. Please gather your hinges from Dusty Attic. These are gorgeous. I love them. Brand new release. I don't know how many of these I brought in. Probably 80 of them. And they're just about gone already. You guys are crazy, crazy. You're going to need to grab your alcohol ink, the copper alcohol ink from your kit. And in this tutorial, I'm kind of assuming that everybody has access to a Q-tip. And if I know my girls, you're going to have some kind of a dark brown ink and a way to apply said ink. So these are the things that I think that you guys have. We didn't put them into the kit because of, obviously it's cost prohibitive, and we wanted to get as much of the items that we weren't really sure that you guys would have in your stash. We wanted to put that stuff in the kit so that we could play, because that's what it's all about, right? Okay, let's get busy. Let's pop out what we're going to be working with, and I'm just going to grab one of these little hinges here. Dusty Attic, some of the finest chipboard I have ever worked with. Anyway, I'm just going to put this on the paper towel so you can see the outline of it before I have to take it off and start working with it. The first thing that we're going to do for this piece, or any other piece that you want to do, we're going to do like an antiqued look. I haven't come up with a name for it. I'm sure somebody out there has a name for it. We're going to do an antiqued hardware kind of a thing with this. So I don't know if you guys want to come up with a cool name. We'll go with it. We're going to basically take your little applicator. I love these little foam thingies. How cool is that? Is my paint dried out? I hope not, because now would not be a good time for that to happen. It's working. Okay. And you're just going to kind of squish your paint on. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Squish it on there. Just get some good coverage. It doesn't have to be even. Actually, if you make it blotchy, that's even better. Mine's not blotchy. Well, I can't tell really with this light shining in my face. I don't believe mine is blotchy. If it is blotchy, that would be even better. So I'm going to cover that up. I used Distress ink, Ranger Distress ink in Walnut Stain. Love, you know, we love Tim Holtz. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's what we have right there. Now what do we do with it? We need to give it some contrast. We need to make it look old. So what I've found is using the copper alcohol ink, shake it up real good. Yep, there it goes. If you shake it and you bang it up against your wrist, you can hear the little balls in there, and you shake it up real good. I've shaken up the copper mixative, and I'm not going to blend it with anything, not going to mix it with anything, which I know a lot of us do, but for this purpose I'm just going to squish it out on to my mat. I'm going to take the fan brush. This thing we are going to be using a bunch in the next few months. If you don't have one, I have some in the store, grab one. If I run out after this tutorial, let me know that you want one. I will of course bring more in for my girls. So basically you're just going to kind of dib and dab, and we're going to gently, gentle ladies, gently put some striations in our piece. Gently now. And I hope you can see that. I'm not sure. We're working one direction. Please don't, we're not painting it. We don't want to paint this. We just want to give it a little bit of depth, a little bit of color, a little bit of dimension. Okay, so basically this is what we have. We've used our walnut stain and we've used striations from the alcohol ink just to give it a little bit of oomph. Oomph is a good name. So what do we do now? How do we make it look old? We take the crackle accents from Ranger. Now this, I'm going to try and speed it along with a heat gun. I don't know how it'll work. We'll see. Otherwise, it takes pretty well forever to dry. I like to leave them overnight. You're going to you are going to squeeze this onto your piece thick. Thick, 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 thick. It has to have that thick consistency in order to crackle properly. Now this is a 1 ounce, half ounce bottle, and I have managed to do a lot of little demo pieces with this half-ounce bottle, and it's still better than, oh goodness gracious, better than 3/4 full. This Crackle Accents does come in a large container. If you find that this is a technique that really complements your style, I would suggest getting it. This stuff is just beautiful. Now I have also tried this exact product, not this exact product, this exact piece of chipboard with the Crackle paint, the Distress Crackle paint, also by Ranger. And while you do get the crackle, you don't get the crackle as well. It's not as prominent or as vivid as you get with the Crackle Accents and your own paint colors. With your own paint colors, you can add in these striations, which I'm not sure, I hope you can see that once you lay down the Crackle Accents, all of that copper it's almost like magnified. It's really, 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 really pretty. The saturation in the color is starting to come out. It's really starting to pop off of the piece. And like I said, just squish, squish. Look at me, it's all technical. Squeeze the bottle. Get it nice and thick. And then if you find that you're missing in certain spots, just kind of move that nozzle around and fill in where you need to fill in. Okay, so like I said, I have actually never tried to hit Crackle Accents with a heat gun to see if it speeds up. I'm going to try it real quick. If not, then I have a piece that I've done previously that we can go ahead and look at. And hopefully you'll be able to get an idea of what the finished product is going to look like. But I'll hit this. We'll see, maybe, maybe not, who knows. I'll go ahead and bring this one out anyway. If you can see this, this is a piece that I had done using a Sizzix machine and the Tim Holtz die. I'm not sure what the name of the set is. It's the lock key set. Anyway, exact same thing with this. I use the walnut stain ink. I use the copper mixative just to kind of model that color a little bit, give it a little bit of striation. Where you can see the crackling, you can see the changes in color, really gives it depth, makes it almost look like an old piece of leather or an old piece of metal. You can use any kind of a gold paint if you don't have the alcohol ink, the copper mixative, which if you have this kit, you have the mixative and you have the brush, and I'd like to see what you do with it. And then of course dress this up when this piece in particular, this piece too, you'll notice has the holes already drilled in it. Well, those aren't there just because Jennifer felt like putting holes in them. Dress them up. Put little miniature brads in them. If you're me, I would put pearls on them just because that's what I do. Dress it up. Make it your own. Here's another one. Here's a key that I had done a while back. You can do so much to make them yours, and you can do so much to add little extra pieces of you into your projects. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and I am off to prepare the next one. Thank you so much.